And here's Ellen DeGeneres.
My name's Ellen, your host, and today we're going to be having a lot of fun. We will be interviewing Kim Kardashian, playing games, winning prizes. But first, and most importantly, we have a very special guest all the way from Florence. Please welcome Michelangelo Di Lodovico Brattoni Simoni.
Hi! I'm so famous.
Hi, Michelangelo. Tell us a bit about your life as a painter.
I am not a painter, first of all. Second of all, I'm a sculptor. There's a difference.
Okay.
My sculptures are world-renowned, and everyone knows of me and my work, so...
Well, in that case, can you tell us a little about some of your work?
Well, I'm sure you've heard of the Pietà. It's one of my most famous pieces.
And what is it of?
The sculpture shows it shows Jesus after he was crucified. It shows him, like, laying on his mother's lap. It's really cute. You can see it right here.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Pretty cool.
Where is it? Where is it located?
You can find it today in St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican.
Oh, never been there.
It is one of the most key points in the Renaissance. Like, one of the biggest things I can't believe you don't know about it. It's just kind of awkward.
Well, do you have any other work?
Yes. I can't believe you've never heard of the Statue of David. It's one of my second most famous pieces. It's also one of the most influential pieces. The incredible statue took a couple of years to finish, and I only started with a thin, tall piece of marble, and I had to carve the whole thing out. It was just a big thing. You can see it right here.
Wow, so detailed.
Yeah, I know. Before me, artists' depictions of the human body during the Dark Ages was, like, really one-dimensional and, like, flat-looking, out of proportion, but, like, I changed that and, like, made it all, like, good. You know what I mean?
I do. Well, Mike, can you tell me a little about your feud, beef I've heard about with Raphael, fellow artist?
I just don't even get me started. Me and Raphael, he was stealing my thunder, for painting the Sistine Chapel. Like, he tried to take all the credit when I did all of the heavy lifting. And, I was the one who had to paint upside down for 4 years. With all that, intricate detail. I don't know if you've seen, but, me and Raphael have had some Twitter, battles, and I lost my streak with him. It's just, a big old thing.
Well, I can't wait to see how that turns out. On another note, you also seem to have a huge fan base and influence in many aspects of our world today. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so, my art was copied and imitated by many artists to come and eventually developed its own art movement called Mannerism.
Really? What do you think about your art becoming so well known?
Well, European medieval art was strongly based on Christian themes at the time, but even though I'm a Christian, I received Greek and Roman influences, for my art, because I traveled so much, and artists started to make more secular art instead of, the boring traditional Christian stuff we're used to seeing.
I see.
So
I do see a lot of your style around today.
I know, I influenced so many. I helped move forward the humanist movement through sculpture and art. The Renaissance period would have failed to be as revolutionary as it was in Italy and the rest of Europe without me. My impact on the Renaissance influenced art and society for centuries afterwards, well into modern Western society today.
Well, I think we can all see that you have accomplished a lot. Your realistic approach to the sculptures and paintings we have seen today can be seen in many modern works of art.
Indeed. And did I mention I was the first Western artist whose biography was published, while I was still alive? Well, still am alive, because, obviously I'm alive.
Well, congratulations on that. And also, another thing coming up in your life, I heard that your birthday is pretty soon, but you don't look a day over 500.
I feel like 1486 was just yesterday.
Well, I'd like to reward you for being such a devoted artist and human being with this $10,000 check. Here you go.
Thank you,
Applause.
Ellen.
Yes.
And for being such a kind, like, devoted human being, I would like to give you this mural I painted of you. Right here.
What a surprise! I love it.
Yeah, I
How
know.
did you get the details? Well, on that note, thanks to everybody, and thanks especially to Michelangelo here for coming on the show. Have fun and be kind to one another.